I'm Dr. K. Sharda, working as Assistant Professor of Mathematics in Government City College, Nayapur, Hyderabad. Today I'm going to explain you about the false position method, which is also called as regular falsy method. A regular false method. Let given f of x is continuous in the closed interval AB, such that f of a into f of b is less than 0. So like a bisection method, you have to choose two values in the interval AB such that one is less than 0, other one is greater than 0. This means that the root is lies between a and b for given f of x. Then a f of a and b f of b are the 2 points on the curve y is equal to f of x. Thus, the equation of the chord joining 2 points a comma f of a and b comma f of b is as follows. This is the formula y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. I am applying the slope form of the line. Y minus y1 is equal to m into x minus x1. M is the slope. You know the formula for the slope. Y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1. Fb minus fa by b minus a. So y minus y1 by f of a. M into x minus x1 a. So using this formula, putting y is equal to 0 in the equation 1 and rearranging all the terms we have. So in the equation, put y is equal to 0 and rearrange the terms. You will get x is equal to a minus f of a by fb minus f of a into b minus a. The x in equation 2, the above equation, is the approximated root. So we can write it as some iteration formula. XR is equal to a minus f of a by fb minus fa into b minus a. Now check if fa into f of xr is less than 0, then replace b by xr. If f of xr into fb is less than 0, then replace a by xr in equation 2 to get the next approximation. So what this regular false method shows is, it is as same as the previous method, secant method. But what is the difference between secant method and regular false method is, in secant method we won't take the signs, symbols. We go on finding the x1, x2, x2 using this formula. But in the regular false method, we have to consider the positive, negative signs also. So in that, what we have to do is first choose two values a and b with the opposite signs. Then find the next iteration. XR is equal to a minus f of a by fb minus fa into b minus a. For example, you have f of a is less than 0 and f of b is greater than 0. So you find f of xr value. Suppose f of xr is less than 0, for example. Then your root lies between xr comma b. Then you have to replace with a with xr the same formula to get the next iteration. For example, if f of xr is greater than 0, then your root lies between a comma xr. Then you replace with your b with the xr and apply the same formula to get the next iteration. So the process of finding the approximations continue till the root is obtained for the desired accuracy. So same thing. Next, suppose ab, after ab, suppose you got x1 value. Find f of x1. If f of x1 is less than 0, then the root lies between x1 comma b. If f of x1 is greater than 0, then root lies between a comma x1. Then in the same equation, replace with in the first option, replace a with xr. In the second x1, second option, replace b with the x1. Like that, you have to do the problem. Find x2, next x2, next x3, so on till you get the required result. We have to continue this procedure till you get the required result. So this is called regular false method. So this is same as secant method, but the only thing is, to choosing the interval should be always one. For one value it should be less than 0 f of value, for other value it should be greater than 0. So this should be satisfied. Okay, next I'm explaining one with an example. So first, what is algorithm of regular false method? Let f of x is a continuous in the closed interval ab for given f of x is equal to 0, such that f of a into f of b is less than 0. Step 1. Find the approximated root or xr by using the following relation. Xr is equal to a minus f of a by fb minus fa into b minus a. This is your iteration formula. If f of x is equal to 0, then xr is the desired root, then stop the process. Otherwise, if f of a into f of xr is less than 0, then replace b with xr. If f of xr into f of b is less than 0, then replace a with xr. Okay, that is a is equal to xr. Then go to step 1. So the process is finding the approximation. Continue till the root is found. Okay, this is the algorithm of the regular false method. So we'll explain with some example. Remember this formula. This is the iteration formula for regular false method. And for each and every step, you have to check this. F of a into f of xr is less than 0, or f of xr and f of b is less than 0. Correspondingly, you have to replace with the a and b with the xr. Okay. So find the real root of the equation x cube minus x minus 1 is equal to 0 by the method of false position or regular false method. Here f of x is equal to x cube minus x minus 1. By substituting 1 cube minus 1 minus 1, that is got minus 1 less than 0. F of 2, 5 greater than 0. So for 1 it is less than 0, for 1 it is greater than 0. So what is a here? This is your a and this is your b. So a is equal to 1 and b is equal to 2. And what is your iteration formula? XR is equal to a minus f of a by fb minus fa into b minus a. What is a here? 1. What is your f of a? Minus 1. And what is your f of b? 5. So you got 1.16667. This is your next iterated value. For example, you take it as x1. Okay, x1 is equal to 1.166667. And substitute this value in this equation. Substitute in the place of f of x is equal to x cube minus x minus 1. Substitute your 1.1666 value, 1.166667 value in this equation. You will get this minus 0.57870,373, which is less than 0. The root always lies between 1 less than 0 and greater than 0. So now your root lies between 1.166 and positive. What is the positive value? 2. So next should be, so the root lies between, what is your a now? Your a will become 1.1666667. And what is your b? B should be your 2. And what is your f of a? What is a 1.1667 value? Minus 0.578703703. That is your value. And what is your f of 2? 5. So substitute that value. In the place of a, you substitute this. And f of a is this by fb minus fa into b minus a. This is the answer. You will get 1.2529833096. This is your value. That is x1. Take it as x2. Again find f of x2. F of x2 is in substitute in this equation. F of x is equal to x cube minus x minus 1. So substitute in the place of this by f of 1.2529833096. In the place of x, substitute this value. You will get this minus 0.28. This is again less than 0. So again the root lies between a and b. What is your a here? 1.2529833096. And what is your b? 2. C. So what you have to do, you have to always find the value and always choose an interval. For one it is less than 0, for other value it is greater than 0. Like that you have to choose the interval and apply the same formula. In the place of a, you replace with this value, and in the place of b, you replace with 2. In this is a and this is b. Okay. So these iterations you will get. See, first iteration, we started with 1, 2. By applying the formula, what is your iteration formula? XR is equal to what is the formula? A minus f of a by into B minus A by FB minus FA. Okay, this is the formula. So first, if you substitute this is A and this is B, you will get this value. And this is f of x value. Again, because it is less than 0, this root will come to A place. Okay. Now this is A and this is B. Apply the same formula. You get this. Again less than 0. So it will come to again A place. Again apply the same formula. You again got less than 0. So this will come here. And apply the same formula. This is again less than 0. So this will come here. This is again less than 0. This will come to here. Okay. This is again less than 0. This will come to here. So see, it is almost nearing to this 0.000. If you do one more iterations, you will get 0. So up to 7th iteration. So what is the answer? 1.32. See, your root is 1.3222, 1.32. Two decimals, it is same. So if you take two more iterations, you almost these two will also coincide. Okay. So the next what is the approximate root of this problem? 1.32 be the approximate root. So this is the procedure of regular pulse method. It's very easy method. The only thing, if you learn secant method, no need to learn the regular pulse method. Both are the same. Writing the equation, everything. But only thing is choosing the interval. In secant method, directly we take this is A, this is B. So we won't take a replace with this value to this here. If it is negative, we replace with this. If it is this f of x is positive, we replace this value with B. That part we won't do in the regular false method. Now in the bisection method, we always replace A and B with negative and positive signs. Same like bisection method, choosing the interval is same as bisection method. Okay. Next, compute the real root of f of x log x6 minus 1.2 is equal to 0. Correct to 4 decimal places. See, f of x is equal to x log x. Be careful, it is base 10. You have base e also. It is natural logarithms, it is base 10. So in the calculator also, scientific calculator also, if it is base 10, you press the button log. If it is natural logarithm e base e, you press the button ln. Be careful in this. Okay. So it is x log 10 base x. So log symbol button you have to press. So f of 1 is minus 1 point. Apply the scientific calculator and find the value. It is negative, less than 0. And f of 2, it is also negative. F of 3, positive. It is less than 0, it is greater than 0. Therefore, your root lies between 2 and 3. Your x0 is equal to 2 and your x1 is equal to 3. And your f of 2 is, this is 2. Minus 0.5974. And your f of 3 is 0.23136. This is f of 3. That is f of 2. And this is f of 3. Okay. Now x2 is equal to, this is also same, x2 is equal to x0 into f of x1, just like secant method. X2 is equal to x0 into f of x1 minus x1 into f of, this formula and previous formula are both are same. If you simplify it, you will get the same formula only, you see. You don't think it is different formula. Suppose you simplify it, what you will get? A into f of b minus b into f of a into f of b minus a into f of a minus b into f of a plus a into f of a by fb minus fa. Suppose this a, this will get cancelled. What is the formula? We will get a into f of b minus b into f of a by fb minus fa. I wrote the same formula you see here. See, a into, a is x0, b is x1. A into f of b minus b into f of a by fb minus fa. Don't think that is one formula and this is one formula. Both are same. Only notations has changed. Okay. So x0 is equal to 2. What is f of x0? Already it is there, 0.23136. Minus x1 is equal to 3. your f of x naught is minus 0.59794. F of x naught is 0.23136 minus of minus, so it becomes plus. So if you apply the scientific calculator and find the value, got this 2.72102. So f of x2, that is again f of 2.72102. What is your f of x? X log x. So x log 2.72102 base 10 minus 1.2. If you apply the, if you find this value, you will get this minus 0.01709, which is less than 0. So this value is replaced with what? Previously for what value we got less than 0? For 2 we got less than 0. So this value is replaced with what? With 2. So you will get 2.72102 and 3. Therefore the root lies between 2.72102 and 3. So take it as x naught is 2.72102 and x1 is equal to 3. And what is f of x naught value? Minus 0.01709. And your f of 3 value is how much? F of 3 value is 0. Your f of 3 value is 0.23136. So your x naught value is 2.72102. That take it as x naught x1 is and your x1 in the formula, your x1 will be replaced with 3. Same formula you apply. X3 is equal to, what is the formula? X naught into f of x1. Okay, x naught into f of x1 2.72102. Okay, 2.71. It is the answer. We got 2.72102. Okay. I think the same I have repeated it. Okay. So here it is 2 point, what is the value? 2.72, 2.72102 into x naught into f of x1 minus x1 into, what is f of x naught value? This is wrong. This is minus 0.01709 by 0.2316, this one 0.01709. So you will get the value is this, not 2.7012. You will get 2.74064. So you will get this value. So go on, proceed this time. You will get next value is 74065. Okay. The same slide, I think it is repeated. Okay. So 2.272102 and x1 is 3. So be careful. Your x naught will be 2.72102 and your x1 is 3. So next iteration is, already you got x2. Okay, next iteration is x3 now. X3 is equal to x naught into f of x1. Your x naught is replaced with this minus x1 into f of x naught by f of x1 minus f of x naught. Your x naught is 2.72102. Your f of x1 is, 0.23136 minus your x1 is 3 and your f of x naught is minus 0.01709 by your f of x1 is 0.23136, and this is plus 0.01709. Yeah, use the calculator, and if you simplify it, you will get this answer. You will get your value is 2.74064. Okay, next value will get 2.74065. So like that, we go on, proceed the iterations till you get the required result. Next one is find the real root of the equation f of x is equal to x e power x minus 2, which lies between 0.8 and 0.9, correct to 3 decimal places. We know that the root lies between 0.8 and 0.9. Why? Because f of 0.8. What is your f of x? Your f of x is x e power x minus 2. So f of 0.8 is 0.8 into e power 0.8 minus 2, that is minus 0.2196 less than 0. And your f of 0.9 is 0.9 into e power 0.9 minus 2, that is 0.2136, which is greater than 0. So this is less than 0, this is greater than 0. Your x2 is x naught into, this is formula, f of x1 minus x1 into f of x naught by f of x1 minus, remember one formula and go on changing the x naught and x1 values. So your x naught is 0.8. Your f of x1 is 0.2136. Your x1 is 0.9. F of x naught is minus 0. So minus into minus become plus. And if you simplify it, you will get 0.851. That is your x2. Next, find f of x2. That is f of 0.851. That is 0.851 into e power 0.851 minus 2. If you simplify it, you will get this value. That is less than 0. Therefore, root lies between 0.851 comma, what is the other value? 0.9. So this is your x naught now, and this is your x1 now. Find x3 now. So the root of x lies between, see here, 0.851 and 0.9. So you take x naught is this and x1 is this. That is how I have explained here. The same thing is there. Okay. So now find out x3. x3 is x naught f of x1 minus x1 f of x naught by fx1 minus fx naught. What is your x naught here? 0.851. Your x1 is 0.9. Your f of x naught is 0.2136. Your f of 0.9 is, how much? 0.2136, sorry. F of 0.9 is 0.2136. And what is f of x naught? Minus 0.00 minus 0.00697. 0.00, this one, 697. Okay. So x naught into f of x1 into x1 into f of x naught 0.0069 by f of x1 minus f of x naught. That is 0.8526. So this is up to 3 iterations you did. Next, what you have to do? You have to find out f of 0.8526. This is nothing but 0.8526 into e power 0.8526. What is there here? 0.6 minus 2. So use the calculator. We will find out. Wait. So 0. E power. So apply the e power function. E power x. E power x. Here is e power x function. Yes, here. E power how much? 0.8526. That is equal to into 0.8526 that is equal to 1.9999 minus 2. Minus 2. How much you will get? Minus 0. Here I write minus 0.000239110. That is again less than 0. Therefore, the root lies between 0.8526 comma 0.9. So apply this. So what is your x naught is this, x1 is this is f of x naught and this is f of x1, and apply the same thing, find out x4. So like that, go on, proceed the same formula till you get the required result. So this is about our other problem of regular false method. Next, comparison of bisection method and false position method. So why you are comparing this both the methods means, in bisection method also you are taking the interval with opposite signs. In the false position method also you are taking two values with the different signs. So true percent relative error for the problem of finding the mass of the free falling object using bisection and false position methods are given below. In false position method, approximate root gradually converges to the true root. In convergence of false position method is much faster than the bisection method. So in this problem, compare the bisection method and false position method. False position method is much faster than the bisection method in this example. And in the cases of bisection is preferable to false position. In some cases, you get the answer, better answer than false position. Although false position generally performs faster than the bisection, this is not always true. Consider the example x to the power of 10 minus 1 is equal to 0. If you take this example, we observe that the convergence of the two root is very slow. One of the bracketing limits tend to stay fixed, which leads to poor convergence. Note that in the example, basic assumption of false position that the root is closer to the smaller function, evaluation value is violated. You see this, I'll explain you. See, in the bisection method, up to 4 or 5 iterations, this is near to your root, which having less than 2% of error. You see the false position method, with 5 iterations, you got the value 0.40 with errors almost 60%. So after 5 iterations, bisection returns to the root, which is less than 2% of error. But for false position, the error will is still 59% after the same amount of iterations. So this shows that there cannot be made a generalization for the root finding methods. So we can't generalize that bisection method is best or regular false method is best. For some problems, bisection method is better. For some problems, regular false method is better. See, for the same problem, by compare the regular false method and false position method, you can know the difference. So a convenient check is to substitute the calculated root into the original equation, whether the result is sufficiently close to 0, that is root. This check must be made for all root finding problems. So in regular false method also, if you take the initial approximation is closer to your root, then it will converge fastly to the required root. That is the observation we observed in these methods. For bracketing methods, the root is looked between an interval described by a lower and upper bound. Bracketing methods are convergent as they approaches to the root as their iteration progress. Open methods are based on formulas. The starting point do not necessarily bracket the root. Open methods are prone to divergence, move away from the root during the computation. However, when open methods converge, they do much faster than bracketing methods. So what he is showing, bracketing methods means you have to choose the two values in such a way that one is less than 0 and one is greater than 0, like a bisection method or a regular false method. Open methods means like a secant method and iteration method. So these are all open methods. And a Newton-Raphson method. These are all open methods, just applying the formula, finding the answer. So in some cases, in secant method, iteration method, Newton-Raphson method, if you are not choosing the initial value to the closer to your root, it may take us more iterations to converge to the required root. That what he is saying. Open methods are prone to divergence, move away from the root during the computation. However, when open methods converge, suppose if they converge, they do much faster than the bracketing methods. When it will happen, if you choose your initial approximation to near to the root, then it will converge very faster than the bracketing methods. So this is the difference between bracketing methods and open methods. Merits and demerits. As the interval becomes small, the interior point generally becomes much closer to the root, faster convergence than bisection, often superior to bisection. Though the difference between bisection and false position method is little, but for some cases, false position method is useful, and for some problems, bisection method is effective. Already I have explained this in two problems. In one problem, bisection method is better. The other problem, false position method is better. In fact, both are necessary to solve any equation by bracketing method. So both bisection method and regular false method, both are bracketing methods. Okay. In both the cases, you have to choose the interval such that f of a into f of b is less than 0. That's what he is explaining here. So this is about a regular false method. So first you should know the difference between regular false method and secant method, because both are the same, procedure wise both are same. The only thing is here we are considering the brackets in regular false method, but in the secant method we'll just write the equation and go on replacing x0 and x1 values. You will get the next iterations. That is the only difference between secant method and regular false method. So tomorrow we are going to discuss some more problem on Newton-Raphson method. Thank you.